Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am doing the little white one, the same as the last cream one I've been doing. I'm up to the armholes now, starting to shape the armholes. I've finished the one I did for my friend. So I've made a little video just to show what it looks like. So that's what I'm going to show now before anything else. Well, that's my 26-inch Aran cable cardigan for my friend finished. So hopefully I'll be able to take that to her on Thursday when we go to the bingo. And now I can start on my other friends, a little bit smaller. This one will be 22 to 24. So my friend will be happy now. At least she knows she's getting it for Christmas, which I told her she would do anyway. She doesn't believe me. But anyway, I did that little video just to show what the cardigan, how it had come out. But I also took one or two photos because I put photos up on my Instagram. And my Instagram is linked to my Facebook page, so it goes onto my Facebook page as well. And I'm also in a group called Knitting Network, where I put photos up there, let people see what I've been knitting. It gives people ideas, the things they might want to do as well. You know, that's what I do it for as well. But just a little trick for anyone who might want to be knitting something and might want to take a photo and put it up on one of the groups like what I've just mentioned, Knitting Network. And I've seen some photos where they've taken a photo, they've been standing directly opposite, you know, like on a table or a chair or something, and they've just used the phone to take the picture as it was, like that. But when you do it like that, you're looking at the bottom of the cardigan or sweater, wherever it is, and it looks very wide and it goes narrower and narrower up to the neck, and you have like, oh, it looks like a very small neck. It actually spoils what something actually looks like that you've knitted, taking a picture like that. A little trick I do, I stand on a chair and I hold my phone over the top of whatever I'm photographing, and that's how I get the perfect picture. And that's just a little tip for anybody that is doing anything like that and wants to put a picture up on a group. Stand on a chair and hold it over the top of what you're photographing, because you get the right angle and everything is in proportion when you do it that way. People think I'm daft, but I'm not. I know what I'm doing. But anyway, I want to get this, hopefully get this one finished for Thursday. I'm not sure whether I can or not, but it all depends on how quick I can knit actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought I'd knitted an extra row before crossing the cable, but I haven't. I'm on the right row. That's what I do sometimes. I'm doing 8 rows in between each time I'm crossing over a cable. And I have sometime I've went past those rows and I've had to take a couple of rows out. That's what hinders me sometimes. I keep forgetting I should count the rows anyway. So I am just hoping to get this finished, and then I'm going to sit down probably sometime between the Christmas and the New Year and maybe try to sort these patterns out, because this is my own pattern and it is a little bit difficult, this one, with being so many changes of stitches and the knit one, purl one, and crossing over the cable and the different stitches for the as you can see, the pattern, I have like a little bit that runs up the side of the cable as well, and then there's a a purl stitch, which you can't see because it's folded in here, but there's a purl stitch there before I actually start on the cable. So I have to work those stitches out, and as I'm not used to knitting with Aran, I haven't done much Aran knitting actually. I do need to work a few things out about the how many number of rows I should do from the armholes up to the neck. Where this one, the first time I did it, I think I had the first 5 rows of the decreasing on the raglan. I was decreasing on every row for 5 rows, but I think maybe I would just start ordinary and do it on every other row from the start of the shaping, because I think I need to make the raglan, you know, from down there a little bit longer. It's okay on children's ones, but if I'm doing an adult's one, I think you do need the extra. It's hard to measure when you're doing a one with set-in sleeves. You just measure from here, you know, where you start the shaping up to the back of the neck. But it's different with the raglan, because the way you do the raglans, and you measure it, the length tends to come out longer. So you need to work things like that out as well, which I'm trying to do. But I have started writing this one out to make a PDF for it. But I do want to knit. I've only knit this size. This is 22, would fit 22 to 24 inch, and I've done, the one I've done for my friend would be a 24 to a 26. So I'm just calling this a 22 and the other one a 26. But I do have to do, for the pattern, I want to put a few sizes in one pattern. So I do have to work out the smaller sizes. So I'm going to knit some smaller ones after the holidays, and work out the instructions and everything to put the smaller ones into the whole pattern. So I can do like an 18 inch to a 26 inch, which is what I've just finished for my friend, the 26. So I need to knit them first and then work out that I've got all the shaping and everything right, because like I'm saying, I'm not used to knitting with Aran. And actually this Aran that I'm knitting, this is Emu. Oh, I haven't got the label here, I'll put the label in. I bought this from a site called the Knitting Network. I don't know whether they're linked to the group called Knitting Network, but this was where I bought this from, and it's called Emu. And it feels a little bit finer than the Aran I was working with, the cream for my friend. That was just what I got from B&M. But this feels much nicer, because I think the actually one I was doing my friends, I thought it was a little bit thick. I actually had 3 balls of it, and it all had the same lot number on anything. But the last ball that I kept to do my friends with felt a lot thicker than the other one. So I'm hoping it's very nice to knit with, and it feels a lot softer. This one only cost me £1.69 a ball. I think they had an offer on or something at the time, and it came out about £1.79 I think a ball. And it is nice to knit with. So if anybody is thinking of wanting any Aran, should try the Knitting Network there. I'm not sure whether it's the same price now. It was just a special offer, because they said with being in the Knitting Network group, they send special offers to you from their site. There is another group called the Knitting Network something or other. I can't remember the exact name. It's on my phone. I'll have a look. I'm having a cup of drink of my tea before it gets cold too. I'll look on my Facebook groups and I'll tell you the name of the one where actually the group they have, as well as the site for buying from. Groups. Oh, it's called Knit Along with the Knitting Network. And when I've looked on it, I joined that group a little while ago. That was where I found the special offer for this wool. and they come on now and again with offers. There's quite a few on here. I'm looking for the last one. The last one was Christmas come early, the best ever price. And I can show you the pictures of the that's what they were showing, what they were advertising. That's what they come up with on that Knit Along with the Knitting Network, if anybody wants to have a look on it. But people put up their own things that they're knitting, but I think they expect you to put, when you put things up there, hopefully that it's knitted with the wool you bought from them. Which I will be doing when I finish this one. And it's been a lot milder. Our weather, we don't have to have the heating so high as what we had it before, but I'm still wearing my cardigans buttoned up to the neck to keep me warm, because in all the years whenever I've worn a cardigan I've never buttoned it up. It's only now and again I ever button it up, but I've really had to this year. And I've noticed something with this cardigan I'm wearing. Didn't realise how long I'd had this cardigan, but I knit this a lot of years ago, and I was looking through my photographs on I have some on my phone. I'll see if I can find the photo. I'll see why I'm telling you about this. And I was just wondering how long I'd had this cardigan, because it was wool that I bought from Aldi's at the time, when Aldi's used to be really good wool, good quality. And I used to come, I think I bought this 2 big 200-gram balls. It was baby wool, actually. And I managed to get myself a cardigan. Well, I was a lot smaller when I knit this. That's what started making me wonder how long I'd had this cardigan. So, I know anyway, I'm looking on my phone to see if I can find the photo that I found wearing this cardigan, and to show you there's 2 little children on this photograph with me, if I can find it, which told me how long I'd had this cardigan. But on this photograph I'm sitting on the settee with 2 of my youngest grandchildren, and my husband took this photograph. I remember I was really annoyed at the time because all 3 of us were on the settee. I was looking after the 2 kids for the day, and we had all dozed off on the settee, and he came in and took a photograph, and we were just waking up as he... But my 2 grandchildren on that photograph was little baby boy Declan. He was about 18 months old at the time, and his sister Jenna, my 2 youngest grandchildren. And Jenna would have been about 4. Now Jenna is now 28 years old. So that tells you how old this cardigan is. I couldn't believe it when I looked at her. It must be about 25 years old. And I know, because I never button my cardigans up normally, but this one I did. I had to stretch it a little bit to knit, so it was a lot smaller when I knit it. Which is why I need to knit myself some more cardigans. Oh, I found it. Took a lot of finding this one. Don't know whether you can see it very well on there, but that's the photograph there. You can't really see because there's only a little bit of the light is spoiling. It's coming in from the window. The light is spoiling it. You can see it's all spoiled, but there's just a little bit of the cardigan down that side and down that side. Seems to be when I hold things up to the screen they go too bright. But anyway, that was the photograph, and I know by the age of the children on there how old this cardigan is now. In fact, it could be older because I don't know how long I had it before. I think I probably bought the wool for that little girl that's on that photograph and probably never got around to knitting anything for her with it. or else I've knit her something and I've had this wool left over. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my cup of tea. I'll probably edit this video a little bit and cut out some of the time I was looking for that photograph, but you can't see very well on the screen the pink, but I can see because it's the only pink one I've ever had. So I know it's this cardigan. So anyway, thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.